3 whole hours of nonstop hit music every weekday at 9:45, 11:45, and 3:45. Yo, hit 'em.
And now, back to the Roula and Ryan show.
All right, we're talking about
somebody's doing a new study.
restaurant etiquette. Restaurant etiquette. Now, this is a very good topic for a Houston audience because we have got so many restaurants in the city of Houston. We are known for our food. People who have come here for whatever reason, medical, family visits, jobs, they're like, wow, I'm so spoiled now when I go back to where I came from because the food is just... Even J.J. Watt talked about that when he moved to Arizona for the Cardinals. He was like, man, that Houston food game is on point.
Yeah, I saw some social media person was going off on Houston food sucking, and they named the places, and they were saying, everyone was like, you just went to the wrong places. You don't know what you're doing. You went to tourist traps type things.
What is that phrase, guys? I never have it straight, but it's about like you can attract more bees with honey than
Flies
vinegar.
with honey.
Flies with honey
You
than
can attract
vinegar.
more flies with honey.
Than vinegar? Is that in there or no?
I don't know about
I think
that.
My mom would just say, you just catch more highs with flies. Catch more flies with honey, baby.
Okay, so
Yeah.
the point of that is if you're sweet, you get more of what you want versus if you were sour or bitter or terrible,
being a
right?
bee.
So some of the stuff we're going to go through on the etiquette for restaurants, it is truly the delivery of what you are saying to get you the result, right?
That's how you got to treat life in general. All of it depends on the delivery system, the manner in which you say it.
All right, so the one I'm talking about specifically, the honey and the bees, is sending back a dish that was not made as specified. Do you think that's more acceptable or not acceptable?
I would
Depends
never
on how
send
you
it
say
back.
it.
Really?
It depends on
Would
how off the
never.
order is.
I'm afraid they're
back.
going to like
Yeah,
throw it on the floor and then pick it up. And then,
But if they give it to you well done,
good point.
You're going to say something, and they want to make it right.
Especially a
Eric.
steak.
I'm not
Yes,
saying anything.
Yes.
What if you ordered a steak and they brought you fish? You have to say something.
Right, yes, it is not mine.
Yeah.
Okay, so 84%
Well, that doesn't make
said...
sense. That's not even the same food.
Yeah,
Still not saying
that's not my dish.
Sam will sit there and eat it.
I will.
Yeah.
84% of people say that's absolutely acceptable to send back a dish that was not made as specified. However, I'm adding the asterisk. It's about how you say it.
Oh, yeah.
You don't say, oh my God, this is not what I ordered. Like, what is this? You guys brought me something terrible. No, you just say, hi, so I did order the steak, but I definitely did not order it this
That's a person just
well.
trying to get it free by making
it didn't meet my
they can tell.
expectations.
Right.
Yes.
They can tell, especially if you've eaten quite a few bites.
And listen,
you
Sam-
can't eat you got to eat maybe 10%.
Yeah. Maybe the third bite was the one that really did you in. You did the first, maybe the second, maybe the third one. I think the machine just died on us.
Did you
Is that
hear
what
that
you just
thing?
heard? Now there's
We've
no
got
noise.
We have portable air
I thought it was an
chillers in
airplane
here.
coming
Last
at our
leg.
Sidebar,
Oh,
it's been 145 degrees in here all day. We had this one little machine that was kind of giving us a bit of a relief, and now it just died.
We're all in our underwear.
It's going back to hell now. Okay, let me throw you all this. Sam, to your point about not ever wanting to say anything, you'll just eat it no matter what.
Yeah.
I tried that once in a restaurant when I had gotten steak, to y'all's point, overcooked. And I just was like, I just can't stand to have this go to the trash. It's fine. I will eat it. They asked me 3 times, please, can we just bring you another one? I go, no, it's really fine because I could not fathom this thing going in the trash. And then after a couple minutes, they just brought me another steak because they themselves could not handle that it was overcooked. They're like, just take this. Just take this steak right now. Just take this. We're moving this other
I
steak.
just don't understand
out of
how
your
they could make
face.
that mistake unless somebody
not paying attention.
The waiter wrote medium.
Wrote something
They
wrong.
wrote the
or
wrong thing.
Or well done. Maybe wrote it wrong.
But they were so nice about it. They were insisting, I do not eat the overdone meat. Okay,
Especially for the
another
prices
thing.
nowadays.
That's what I was going to say, Eric. I think 84% of people say it's 100% acceptable to send back food because the price we are paying for food is insane.
Oh, yeah.
And you better get what you're
Steaks used to be
worth.
it was like
Like what you're
$42,
worth.
$46. It was like, no, that's the minimum.
60-something
Well,
dollars.
try
Other places,
even
but down
going
the
to
fancy places like $68.
Even going to a Tex-Mex restaurant, fajitas now cost so much.
They've always been expensive, though, but now it's just
it
climbing
got
and
bad
climbing.
during the pandemic, and then the pandemic ended, and they didn't lower the prices back to what it
Well,
was.
they are not controlling that. It's their supplier. If their
supplier keeps
supplier is
charging.
not giving them a good price, it's not them. It's not
Well,
them.
I mean, who's ever doing it? Somebody's
I think
making money.
People realize that skirt steak isn't trash meat, and then they upped the price of it.
Right.
You know,
Oh, right.
you
Yeah.
marinate it in lime juice, it'll fall apart.
Was it tilapia? Ooh, no thanks.
So how about this? Restaurant etiquette is what we're talking about.
that crap.
And this is one that grinds my blanking gears when they tell you no. It grinds my gears. You are a party of 6 or 4 or 3 or 10.
Okay.
You want to sit down and have a drink and an appetizer while you wait for the latecomers, and they say, we cannot seat you until your whole party's here.
Oh, I hate that.
that happens
Yeah.
all the time.
Just
That's
let
not
me
fair.
give you money. Can I please give you money? Please, I promise I will eat and drink. I promise I will. Just let me eat and drink
Why
because
would-
the other people are
Because
late.
then you get a transfer tab.
But you think they'd want you to sit down and get the appetizers and some drinks.
Grinds my gears.
Yeah, why do they not do that?
understand why.
I don't know. I don't have an answer for that unless they're
trying to
so
get you
busy
in and
that they
out?
need the table to be free. But if the table was supposed to be ready at 8 and you're like 3 of y'all are there and the other 2 are not there, just let them sit down.
So let me ask you, how many strikes do you give a restaurant? Like, maybe you can chalk up somebody had a bad day. So I'll come back
Maybe
again.
2.
Yeah, 2.
Is it 2 strikes you're
It's
out?
2.
I think depending on the food or the place, I've done 3 on some. 2 is the usual.
How long do you have to
cutoff.
wait? Say you're waiting for the 3 other people. Like, say I go to lunch with Kevin, Sam, and you guys are late, and Roula's late, and I'm like, can I order an appetizer, or do I have to wait for you guys?
No, order your
Oh,
food.
right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Order it. If
Have
we're
you-
late, that's on us.
Well,
You
it's
should
8
enjoy your
o'clock. I was
food.
like, I
feed
get there
yourself.
7:55. I'm
Yeah,
like,
you should
No,
definitely
do
enjoy
not.
your food.
Do not wait and
If you get there,
starve.
say 8:10, I wouldn't order then.
Yeah.
I think a 10-minute window of that's rude if I
Wait,
order
to
an
order your
appetizer.
actual meal?
No appetizers.
No, I
don't think that's
appetizer.
rude at all.
I think it's fantastic to come to a table that already has food on it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're like, this is great. It's this.
Exactly.
And then I go,
I don't have to wait for an appetizer.
That's my food.
mine.
Yeah.
Those are my
I was here on
appetizers.
time.
No, I've and listen, in the grand scheme of like your friends who are on their own time or however it works, in the Greek world, say, oh, it's Greek time. I have actually been so irritated with somebody taking it too far because I get like, maybe I give you a 30-minute buffer. It's a bunch of friends. We're having drinks. It's
Traffic,
fine.
something happened.
But my God, I was at a dinner once and they were 2 hours late. 2 hours.
2 hours.
I'm sorry, but
That's
when I
like
hear the
skipping
traffic
the whole
excuse,
dinner. I was so angry. I
you
was
live
so
in
angry.
Houston, Texas. You know there's always going to be traffic. You can't really get away with that one.
You cannot.
Traffic.
You
Come
cannot.
on.
You
You
leave
live in
late.
Houston. You know traffic's going to be
You get
bad.
there late.
Restaurant etiquette. What is acceptable and what is not? Bringing outside food or drinks into the restaurant. Is that acceptable or
No.
is it not?
If you have a kid and you and your wife are going to spend the money on food, I
That's
think it's
different.
okay.
No,
I would
we're,
hope
we're
rude.
not
Fine with a
talking
kid.
diaper bag snack food.
Oh, okay, I was
We're
gonna
talking
say.
about you
I see,
went
kid only likes
to
Whataburger.
Raising Cane's and got a tailgate box, and you roll up there with a Raising Cane's bag or a Whataburger bag or a McDonald's
I think
bag.
it's rude.
That
Yeah.
is
What's your-
ridiculous.
No, that's rude.
That
Yeah,
is
no.
ridiculous.
They got to have something on the menu for your kid or
Yeah.
pick a different
Or,
place.
yeah, pick a
But
different
what if it's a
place.
fish
Yeah.
place
Then it's just loitering.
and they don't have, like Red Lobster, do they even have hamburgers?
I bet their kids' menus
No,
do. A
but
lot
they
of
have-
restaurants have different kids'
bet they
menus.
do.
Everyone
You'd be
has
surprised.
They probably have like
Maybe
chicken
chicken
nuggets
strips
or
or-
something. Yeah.
Yeah, what's a restaurant? Oh, that place in Vegas you like, Eric? Mon Ami Gabi. It's a
Yeah.
very famous place on the Strip. If you've ever been to the Paris Hotel, it's right there on the corner. It's a place that everybody walks by.
always a
And it's
good
kind of
place.
like a higher end place. You wouldn't think they have a kids menu. Guess what they do?
Yeah, they do.
And they have really delicious, it's like a bento box. Really delicious cheeseburgers and kids pasta. Who would have known if you didn't ask for
Eric,
it?
you can get a grilled cheeseburger, bacon cheeseburger at Red Lobster.
Nice.
What?
Because they had kids friendly stuff. Okay,
I've never been there.
How
What
about,
are you on?
how about this nightmare?
RedLobster.com.
I'm already setting it up to be a nightmare. Who does this? Only in television? Snapping your fingers to get the
Oh, that's
waiter's
so
Oh, I
attention.
bet Ryan does it.
Rude.
I never.
Come on, guys.
Ryan loves that finger snap.
Never do
If
that.
I was a lawyer, I'd be like, have you ever seen Ryan snap at people before, Kevin?
No, I swear to
yes.
God, I would
Yeah,
never.
yeah. I remember last time we went
never,
out to dinner.
Never.
Yep.
No, you're just saying stuff to make me mad.
You
I
are
would
a-
never. I would
You
never.
snap on the air all the
ever.
time.
I swear to God, I would never.
And he does this
snap at
too.
a
Does he do
waiter.
this?
Oh my God, that is so
yeah,
rude.
as in, I want the check.
That is
Did
so
check
rude.
sign?
I am like the
Signs his
politest
hand.
person on earth.
Next
The only time
topic.
the only
You know,
time
he throws keys to a valet too.
Yeah.
You've seen him throw keys to the valet.
That's Curb Your
Your chief.
Enthusiasm now.
Oh, yeah,
now
that's
they're
his-
quoting Curb. No, the only time I'll ever like corner a waiter is like if I know there's a big party and I want to pick up the tab for everybody. I'm like, here, I don't want them all fighting over the credit card. Take mine.
Now it gets to the point where I'll call the restaurant and give them my credit card number so they have it. So that person, when they try, because
Yeah, they
my
can't
friends will go
pay.
early and they'll try and give their credit card. Like, oh, sorry, it's already taken care of.
Sometimes you got to do it in a day in advance.
You start doing it. Go early to the
Remember
funeral.
Lewis?
You go to the concierge's funeral.
Rula, we've just been
For his
quoting
mom.
Curb Your
I
Enthusiasm.
know. I'm
Best show
in the
ever.
loop. I'm letting you sit
You
by
gotta
and do
watch
it
it.
because I haven't watched it. I've never gotten into it, and I don't know if
Oh
it's
my
too late
God,
to get
so
into it.
good.
It's over now.
It
the
went
second
ran for
time.
24 years.
It's never going to be over.
Rula, you would
Okay.
prefer Lisa Kudrow's The Comeback.
Oh, I should probably
It
try
has that
too.
same type of vibe, but it's way funnier to me.
Okay.
Yeah,
No,
way
just
funnier.
I will try that.
That's why it went one
Yeah.
season.
Two, thank you.
One and a
Curb
half.
went for 24.
Yeah.
There's a mod. Fail.
Bunk ass show.
Okay, how about one more? How about one more thing about restaurant etiquette? I'm going to throw this to you guys. Taking a quote extended period of time to decide what to order, whether it's because y'all are talking to each other so much and you haven't really looked, or it's like a book menu like
What is
Cheesecake
the-
Factory.
Since you own a restaurant, your family, what
Acceptable
is
amount
there?
of time.
Yeah, is there a time you guys have? Okay, that table is a 7 o'clock reservation. They should be done by 8:42. We can flip the table again
at 9.
Is there? Do you guys have math like that? Is there?
I'm sure there's math like that now. It wasn't in my years working there because it's different. Now we have open table. Open table did not exist when I was
like you go to
tables.
Steak 48. Well, they have a 5:45 or a 10 o'clock.
That's the one they never have.
I would assume
right
that
now, if you go right now for tonight, that's all they got.
Would it depend on how busy the restaurant is? Perfect example. 2 weeks ago, my cousin Dahlia came in and hadn't seen her in over 10 years. We met at a restaurant downtown. My God, y'all, the waiter, every 5 seconds, we had not seen each other in a decade. We wanted to talk for a minute, and he keeps coming back like every 2 minutes. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? And I'm like,
leave me alone.
We just got here. The restaurant is completely empty.
He's probably bored. He's probably like, you guys want something? Did you order a drink?
Yeah, I ordered a lot of food. Well, she did. She ordered a $200 seafood tray.
And Ryan doesn't eat seafood. So Ryan is the guy that will take you to dinner and pay for it, but complain about what you ate and how you ate it, just so y'all know. Make notes.
You're going to take that home, I hope, right? To your hotel room?
For the dog.
I need for the dog.
The cold seafood home in a box. Right, that's going to smell good.
What?
Sam,
you can't take that home for the dog? I'm going to take it home.
Sam, don't you have something really spectacular happening on your show?
I have a huge announcement at 11:04.
All morning we've asked you.
Wow, imagine that.
And you won't even tell us what it is.
Okay, and actually think about your 11 o'clock then, because 11 o'clock you have the next keyword for Taylor.
Yes.
And then right after that, boom.
It's normally my Sam Spotlight, but instead of, highlighting something...
about Misty.
We're going to highlight this huge announcement and hook you up with tickets.
I see how it is. Not telling us.
I'm not telling you. You got to hang out with me.
It's 100 degrees in here. I'm not hanging out with you.
Well,
I'll find out later.
Others would like to hang out with me. They want to hang out with me. Okay.
Just so y'all know, in case y'all missed it, it's 147 degrees in the studio.
If I pass out,
second layer of the sun.
When we got that text last night, I was like, I'm wearing shorts to work.
It's the second layer of the sun.
But it was cold out this morning, so I'm like,
Yeah.
When we get up, it's like 55 degrees. I'm like, I don't want to wear
Y'all
shorts.
didn't even know this, but I passed out 3 times during this show, and y'all didn't notice I came back to life.
I lost 12 pounds. It's like a sauna in here.
It is.
Wonder why the seat was all wet.
I know. I got swamp ass.
Wait, there-
Well, Sam,
there
I'm
goes
sorry
the,
you have to stay for another 2 hours in the hot box, but have fun with your big announcement and your Taylor Swift announcement.
I think that chiller's on its last leg.
I know, it just blew up. There it is.
Yeah.
We're lucky we didn't get electrocuted. We
No,
tried to plug it
seriously.
in.
Kim and Audrey will be like, what? It was like this Friday now again?
Yeah.
Oh, we only had 5 days to fix it.
Well,
or
that's
4
what
days.
working
Yeah, but
from
by the time
home
you
is for.
Yeah.
We could have just
yeah.
worked from
I got
home.
that part. It's in Arkansas.
If it's like this tomorrow, I'll be zooming in for you
I
guys.
don't work on the Sabbath, so I take it easy.
Well, did you work on Saturday?
Enjoy my seafood platter.
To go.
Leftovers.
Y'all have a great Monday. If there's anything you missed, go to the KRVE app, or you can go to our website, wherever you consume your podcast. The
A
podcast
lot of great
lives
callers,
there.
a lot of good stuff today.
Yeah.
Yeah,
this
Mama's
is-
done. Mama's done. Add to that list. Hang out with Sam, and we'll see you 6 o'clock Tuesday morning on The Roula and Ryan Show. Bye.